As you may be aware, California's Proposition 65 requires businesses that serve or sell alcoholic beverages to provide consumers with a warning concerning certain reported health risks associated with the consumption of alcoholic beverages. Check to be sure that your business is properly posted with a warning sign with the words described above. For all establishments, a 10-inch by 10-inch black and white notice must be displayed at each public entrance. For off-sale establishments, a red and white 5x5 sign must be displayed at each checkout counter. Minors and bars. The basics. The state of California has a 0% policy concerning minors, persons under the age of 21, to either possess, consume, or purchase alcoholic beverages, as well as allow a minor in a public bar with a green license. Fines for breaking the rules. There are a variety of different monetary fines for breaking the rules. These are the most common. Number 1. Bar owners wrongfully allowing minors in a public bar with a green license face a penalty of $1,000 and/or 6 months in county jail. Number 2. The penalty for the minor wrongfully in the bar is a fine of not less than $200. Number 3. The penalty for selling alcohol to a minor is $250 and/or 24 to 32 hours of community service. Number 4. Furnishing alcohol to a minor resulting in great bodily injury or death is a minimum of 6 months in jail and/or a maximum $1,000 fine, as well as civil liability. For the establishment, the penalties are: sales to minors, BMP 25658. Sales of alcoholic beverages to persons under 21, a 15-day suspension. Permitting persons under the age of 21 to consume, a 15-day suspension. Furnishing or causing to be furnished alcoholic beverages to a person under the age of 21, 15-day suspension. Second violation of Section 25658 within 36 months is a 25-day suspension. A third violation of Section 25658 within 36 months, revocation. Minors on public premises, BMP 25665, a 10-day suspension. Employment of minors, BMP 25663, 10-day suspension. Everyone knows that in California, you must be 21 in order to consume alcoholic beverages. However, can someone under the age of 21 sit at a bar? What about a bar area of a restaurant? The law generally doesn't allow individuals under the age of 21 in bars, but there are exceptions. Section 25665 of the California Alcoholic Beverage Control Statute states that minors are not allowed to enter or remain within a bar. Persons under 21 years of age may not enter and remain in any premises with a green-colored ABC license except on lawful business. This includes children or infants. Bars must post signs. Bars with a green-colored ABC license are required to post a sign visible from the exterior at each public entrance and another one inside stating that no one under the age of 21 is allowed inside. However, minors may enter and remain in any licensed premises which has a pink-colored ABC license. CCR Rule 107. Retailers required to post warning notice. The licensee of each premises licensed with an on-sale license for public premises shall maintain a clearly legible permanent sign not less than 7 inches by 11 inches in size reading, "No person under 21 allowed," at or near each public entrance thereto, in such a manner that such sign shall be visible from the exterior of each public entrance. The lettering of such sign shall be no less than 1 inch in height. A sign of like size and content shall be maintained at a prominent place in the interior of the premises. Minors, restaurant bar exceptions. A minor is allowed to enter and remain inside a restaurant that happens to have a bar attached to it, but not sit in the bar area. This means not only at the bar, but generally at the bar tables. BMP Code 25659 gives you the right to refuse service to minors. For the purpose of preventing the violation of Section 25658, any licensee or his or her agent or employee may refuse to sell or serve alcoholic beverages to any person who is unable to produce adequate written evidence that he or she is over the age of 21 years. A licensee or his or her agent or employee may seize any identification presented by a person that shows the person to be under the age of 21 years or that is false, so long as a receipt is given to that person from whom the identification is seized, and the seized identification is given within 24 hours of seizure to the local law enforcement agency that has jurisdiction over the licensed premises. A licensee, his or her agent or employee's decision to not seize a license shall not create any civil or criminal liability. As you know, if you make a mistake and serve a minor, it can cost you. However, if the minor produced an ID that appeared to be valid and the person presenting the ID appeared to be 21 years of age or older, you probably won't be held accountable in a court of law. In fact, the minor can be held responsible for their actions. For the person under age 21 who tries to purchase alcohol, up to a $100 fine and/or 24 to 32 hours of community service. Second offense, up to a $250 fine and/or 36 to 48 hours of community service, and a 1-year suspension or delay of the person's driver's license. For the person under age 21 who purchases alcohol, a $250 fine and/or 24 to 32 hours of community service. A second offense, up to a $500 fine and/or 36 to 48 hours of community service, and a 1-year suspension or delay of the purchaser's driver's license. For the person who furnishes alcohol or causes alcohol to be furnished to a person under the age 21, a $1,000 fine and at least 24 hours of community service, and a 1-year suspension or delay of the furnisher's driver's license if the furnisher is under age 21. If great bodily injury or death occurs, the penalty is 6 to 12 months county jail and/or a $1,000 fine. Minors generally cannot work in a bar. Minors can't work in any establishment whose main business is selling alcoholic beverages for use on the premises. BNPC 25663. As for minor musicians, if they are at least 18 years of age, they can perform in a bar. Here's an overview of BNP Code 25663.5. Minors musicians on sale premises only. Notwithstanding Section 25663 or any other provision of law, persons 18 to 21 years of age may be employed as musicians for entertainment purposes only during business hours on premises which are primarily designed and used for the sale and service of alcoholic beverages for consumption on the premises. However, the area of such employment shall be limited to a portion of the premises that is restricted to the use exclusively of musicians or entertainers in the performance of the functions, and no alcoholic beverages shall be sold, served, consumed, or taken into that area. What about persons who are minors that are employed at an establishment that serves and sells alcoholic beverages? No minor can be employed during business hours on the portion of any premises that is primarily designed and used for the sale and service of alcoholic beverages for consumption on the premises. In a bona fide public eating place, minors between ages 18 and 21 may serve alcoholic beverages in an area primarily designed and used for the sale and service of food for consumption on the premises as an incidental part of their overall duties. These minors cannot act as bartenders. Section 25663, Business and Professions Code. Examples. Restaurants. In a bona fide eating public place, persons aged 18 or older may serve alcohol in an area primarily designed and used for the sale and service of food for consumption on the premises as an incidental part of their overall duties. Bartenders and cocktail waitresses must be 21 years of age or older. Concession stands. A person who is at least age 18 but not yet 21 may serve alcohol as an incidental part of his or her duties at a fixed concession stand that sells food products, soft drinks, and alcohol. Pizza parlors. A person under age 21 may not serve alcohol while working behind a fixed counter where only soft drinks, alcohol, and other beverages are dispensed and food items are served at another counter within the premises.